learn some math today. Like always, we have a lot to do. Please get out your pens, pencils, calculators, notebooks, books, and also hopefully you brought your brains to class today because we have a lot to do and a lot to learn, okay? There will be a quiz tomorrow. It's going to be pretty much a mammoth quiz. It's going to cover 4 lessons, so later on during this video I will tell you what's going to be on your quiz. Please write down carefully, take careful notes on what will be on the quiz tomorrow. At this time, go ahead and turn your homework from last night, page 188, numbers 7 through 25. Please turn your homework in now at this time. Page 188, numbers 7 through 25 all. Make sure your name is on it. Stop and make sure your name is on your homework before you turn it in, please. Incompletes for Geometry Track 2. I know, Caleb, you've got quite a few to get caught up in. Caleb, listen to me, Caleb. Whatever I ask you to do, if you need more time, let me know, okay? But as of now, you have these 3 things here to get turned in. Plus, you did not turn in Thursday's homework on Friday. Caitlin, Caleb, Brentley, I did not get your homework from Thursday. You were supposed to turn it in Friday. I never got it, okay? Please make note of that. It must be turned in by Friday or it will be a permanent 0. Caleb, I think you're taking your test today. You told Mrs. Duke, I believe. But anyways, this homework must be turned in by Friday, Caleb, or it will be a 0. Please work hard on this and get this done, okay? Alright, moving on. I don't care how many days you miss, whether you miss 1 day or a lot of days, the first day you come back, if we're taking a test or a quiz, on that day, you have to take it. Now, let me use Caleb as an example. Caleb came back last week, I think on Thursday or Friday, and I think he tried to take his makeup test right away. He did not have to do that. That's not what I've said. I said if you come back from being absent and your first day back, the whole class is taking a test or a quiz, then you will take that test or quiz. I didn't say if you come back and we took one while you were gone, you have to make it up right away. I've never said that. Okay, if you walk in the door and we're taking a test or a quiz, on that day you will take it. And by the way, let me give you an example. You say it's not fair, and hold on. Over the weekend, I took my son Mike and Blake Scallions up to Ohio. We went to a big old amusement park called Cedar Point. Went to an indoor water park. It's something I do for my kids when they hit their senior year. Something fun to do with them. Now, there was no way they could watch the videos they missed. They missed school on Monday because we traveled up on Friday in a car. We traveled back on Monday, and I didn't bring a laptop, neither did Mike or Blake. We had no way to watch the videos. Plus, we were so busy on Saturday and Sunday doing different stuff, there was no way. So, having said that, all that those 2 guys had to do, they're both in pre-calculus class. They just have, no, they didn't email me because I was with them, so I knew this, but pretend I wasn't with them. All they have to do is email me while they're away on vacation and say, Mr. Earhart, I want you to know I'm not going to get caught up in my videos while I'm out. And if you do that when you come back, if we're taking a test or a quiz, you won't have to take it. Another example, Grace Harmon has been out sick for a while, and she told me, her dad told me she couldn't watch some of the videos right away. She was in a lot of pain. I said, no problem. So when she comes back, if we're taking a test or a quiz, she will not have to take it. So I'm there. You just got to contact with me before you walk in the door and realize, oh man, we got a test today. It's too late. You're taking it or a quiz. Okay? Alright. I hope that makes sense. Today we'll be talking about your tests a little bit. Caleb, you can stay in the room. I'm not going to say anything about the answers. So you're welcome to stay in the room. We're also going to take notes and work on homework. The video today is about the Pythagorean theorem and the distance formula. You will need to know both of these formulas on your own. The teaching video for today is called Lesson 4.4. It's about 25 minutes long. The homework that is due tomorrow is page 196, numbers 17 through 22, and 27 through 29. I'm going to go pretty fast through this information, so Mrs. Duke is probably going to be necessary for you to pause it a couple times, okay? But that's fine. But here we go. The help video, of course, is called Lesson 4.4 Homework. It's about 15 minutes long, so not a huge assignment at all. Now let's discuss your tests. Those of you that know me, you see me in the soccer field, gymnasium. I love to visit with you guys. I'm not a mean person, but there's a responsibility that you have on your test. No, I couldn't pass your test out because Caleb's not taking it yet, but there were 0 A's, 0 B's, 1 C, 1 D, and 6 F's. Now let me tell you something. I didn't curve it one bit, and here's why I'm not going to. When I tell you that you're going to have to list out the four things we know about the four types of angles when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, I expect you to learn those. When I tell you you're going to list out 6 ways to prove that two lines are parallel, I expect you to know those. Guys, I love you. I'm not a mean person. I don't know any other word to use except lazy. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. And if so, I apologize. But I told you those 10 things would be on there. Plus the fill in the blanks also, of course, obviously. I mean, look, I told you exactly what would be on there. And most of in fact, okay, look, when you get your test back, I gave you a grade, like one person got a 42. They would have had an 88 if they had learned those things. One person got a 58. They would have had an 87. One person would have had a 96. One person got a 78, and they would have had a 96 if they had just learned those. List out the 4 things about angles of parallel lines and list out the 6 ways to prove two lines are parallel. Now, I love y'all, but the ball's in your court, as the saying goes. You can take it and do a good job with it, or you can totally blow it. That's up to you. But that was your fault, okay, guys? Now, I'm not going to let you retake the test until we get the test pass back. So Caleb's taking his today. I'll grade it, get it back, and you can do a retake by Friday if you want to. The end of the 9 weeks is this Friday, okay? Now I want to talk to Will for a second. Will, you don't have to take the quiz tomorrow, but from here on out, you got to get caught up, okay, buddy? You've missed lessons 4.1 and 4.2, maybe 4.3. This coming weekend, you will get caught up, or you're going to struggle. That's 3 homework assignments and 3 videos you have to watch, okay? I can't do anything about that, Will. If I could change that, I would. But you cannot do well in Chapter 4 if you don't watch those first 3 videos. So lessons, the track video, the video from now on, you're going to go to my playlist and you're going to look up Geometry Track 2 playlist, okay? And you're going to watch, the videos will be listed there for you, okay? So you've got to watch lessons 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3 and do the homework. And I want that caught up by next week. So please stay on top of your work this week and get caught up over the weekend. Okay, if there's any other way I could change that, I would, but I can't, Will. Nothing I can do about that. Okay, moving on. This thing's not working very well. There we go. Lastly, let's go over what will be on your quiz tomorrow. Now I've got to go fast. So you're going to have to pause the video, okay? There it is. Now I'm going to move on. Mrs. Duke, but they can read this over, know the Pythagorean and the distance formulas, know the definition of a triangle, that'll be fill in the blank. Know these theorems, fill in the blank, 4.1 through 4.6, that's 6 theorems you gotta learn. And know the corollary to the triangle sum theorem corollary, know that. These things here will be fill in the blanks. Okay? Know these formulas here because you're gonna have to work math problems out. Okay? Any homework problems from lessons 4.1 to 4.4 will be on the quiz. This will be a big quiz. Please study. Now I'm going to move on, Mrs. Duke, but you can pause the video if you need to, and let them copy that. That's all for today, students. Please get started with your video and your homework. Have a great day.